Today, we mourn the loss of Alteria Woods, and our thoughts and prayers go to her family over a horrible criminal act by extensive criminals.
Show didn't.
As he shot no less than 4 rounds at our deputies, our SWAT team members returned fire in essentially a firefight. In doing so, unfortunately, one of the rounds fired by a SWAT team member of ours struck an innocent person that Andrew Coffey IV was cowardly using her as protection.
Dora Lord, I want to say this to you. You need to get it right. Get it right. Because you said my baby shield and put her in front of me. He's a coward for doing that. No, your police officer a coward for shooting somebody over 50 sometimes. And you can't justify that.
Throwing a deadly missile into a dwelling, possession of a firearm by a convicted felon, attempted murder of a law enforcement officer, possession.
A work
Gifford residents air concerns, ask deputies to wear body cameras videos, photos. Gifford residents told Indian River County Sheriff Darrell Lohr they're concerned about strained relationships with the sheriff's office. This community is hurting, said resident Kay Page during a community-oriented policing enforcement group meeting of about 40 people earlier this week. We have to come together. We are angry. The COPE meetings are a result of tensions between law enforcement and the community after a sheriff's special weapons and tactical team drug raid March 19 at a house resulted in the officer-involved fatal shooting of 21-year-old Gifford resident Alteria Woods. The case, Lohr said, is still under investigation, and he expects answers soon. He declined further comment. A representative of Woods' family was at Monday's meeting, and, along with her parents, also have declined comment. Gifford shooting kills 21-year-old pregnant woman. Resident Michael Marsh asked Lohr about easing tensions by having deputies wear body cameras to document their interactions with residents. If we had the dollars, we would have them, Lohr responded. He suggested people in the audience attend a county commission budget workshop July 13 to push for money for body cameras. Lohr said he'll be there to talk to commissioners about getting body cameras. He has not yet submitted a request for money for cameras, said Sheriff's Major Eric Flowers. The sheriff's proposed budget for next year is $49.9 million, including $30.7 million for law enforcement. That budget was submitted to the county May 1. Lohr said his agency tested some body cameras and has some concerns. One is how to handle all the recordings, including editing, because of privacy concerns, especially if they are taken at schools or hospitals. Buying cameras isn't the only cost, he said. Deputies also have to be trained how to use them. Some residents said deputies have been too heavy-handed in Gifford. The sheriff started Operation Safe Street to crack down on crime after off-duty deputy Gary Chambliss died February 17 after he was hit by a bullet fired during a street argument about 2 blocks away. No one has been arrested in the killing, and no one has stepped forward with information. Close. The Indian River County Sheriff's Office started an initiative to get accused criminals off the streets in Gifford as part of an investigation into Deputy Gary Chambliss' death. Will Greenlee / Treasure Coast newspapers walk it? Community pays respects to slain Deputy Gary Chambliss. Photos, videos. A number of the people in the audience belong to Pioneering Change, a new community group that advocates residents speak up and get more involved in their community. Group spokeswoman Mercon Green suggested informal meetings where the public could meet deputies away from work, out of uniform. It's so people can see deputies as just people, as members of families, she said. That would help relationships. We need to break down barriers. Sheriff's Captain Milo Thornton told residents law enforcement is a two-way street. Recently, there was an argument between a man and woman, but none of the 30 witnesses would confirm what happened. No one had the gall to speak up, he said. More community pays respects to slain Deputy Gary Chambliss. Photos, videos. Resident Ronnie Webb addressed his fellow residents. We can't sit here and do nothing, he pleaded, when police get there, and, witnesses, don't say anything.
Hey Charlotte County, this is Charlotte County Cop Watch, and I wanted to explain what fair use is. You can use pieces of news articles if you're doing it for news reporting, you have commentary, and you're doing it for education purposes. So that's what fair use is, as you can see right here. Another reason why I wanted to make this video is to let you know I have just joined with Patreon. A nice thing with Patreon, I make no money on YouTube. They took the money away years ago, and so this is another way to give, and it's a nice thing too because you can give monthly. You can give $1, $5, $10, whatever. I do 4 to 5 hours a day on trying to wake the sheeple up on how corrupt it is and different ways that you can fight the corruption. So Patreon is a way that you can do it, and then of course the old way is still there. Donate to Sheriff County Cop Watch with PayPal or credit card. So keep that in mind. 4 to 5 hours a day. I make no money, but the corruption happened to me and I'm sick of it, so I'm trying to wake people up. But my wife would love it if some, if we could get some help out there. There's 47,000 subscribers. Just think if each one of you subscribers just gave a, let's say, actually, yes, $1 a month. 47,000 subscribers gave $1 a month. That would be awesome. That's not going to happen. But anyways, that would be great if it did happen. But, do the math in your head. Just think about it. Like I said, 4 to 5 hours a day. I get no money from YouTube. YouTube has gone nuts. You can't do anything anymore. They're taking the money away everywhere. So these are a couple different ways that you can still help out with all this time that I put in. And as you know, I'm in a special situation where, at least I can do it. 4 to 5 hours a day. We have a cleaning company during the day. That's what allows me to do this, and we're debt-free. So this is my hobby. I don't go fishing and all that other crap. I try to save the world. So help me out to make the wife happy, man. In fact, if you guys did give $1 a day, and there was 47,000 of you, and you did it, and each of you gave $1, and that was every month, oh my God, yes, I could quit. I could start suing them. Another idea too that we have is, if I got, some funds, we could actually contact everyone that has been ticketed and or arrested and put in jail and start sending them postcards to let them know we're here, and to see if everything went all right, and if it didn't, find out their story. So we could even do more investigations and more lawsuits. Lawsuits take money. So just think about that. 47,000 of you so far right now. $1 a day. $1 a month on Patreon, or $5 a month Patreon, 10, 20, whatever. Just do the math in your head. Help out. This is a lot of work every single day. Thanks.